Scandinavian Bob here, hi. Today we are going to take a look at 5 things that will quietly destroy your confidence as a man. Now, to be real here, I actually don't like the term beta male myself, but what I mean here are things that will make you lose your courage, become softer, easier to push around, and slowly but surely make you lose your backbone. And here's the deal. These are traps in your day-to-day life that most men are not even realizing they're walking right into. Number 1, lack of sleep. Yeah, this is absolutely true. You do not have to go many nights with little to no sleep before you become more emotional, more reactive, more anxious, and less confident. And I'm speaking from experience here because I've struggled with insomnia many times throughout my life. It really makes you feel like you've lost your backbone. You know, that masculine confidence that's supposed to carry you through the day. And by the way, I'm fully aware of the fact that none of these things I'm going to share today are things that you can fix by just snapping your fingers and everything will be perfect. No, life would be too easy then, right? But you can start working on them and fix them over time. Which goes for the next one too, which is number 2, being addicted to validation. Yeah, if most of the things you do are coming from a place of desperately wanting people to like you, or if you always feel a need to impress someone, that will also slowly but surely chip away at your self-esteem and male confidence. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting to be liked or even to appear impressive in other people's eyes. But if it becomes an obsession, it is definitely going to make you a quote-unquote beta male. And this one too is one of those hidden traps, because most people who are addicted to validation are not even aware of it. So take a look at your hobbies and the things you do in your day-to-day life and ask yourself, am I doing this because I like it, or because it's necessary or good for me in some way? Or is the only reason I'm doing it to get approval from others? If you are most of the time in the left circle here, you're good to go. But if you spend most or a lot of time in the right circle, you need to start working on restructuring your mental GPS system. Number 3, having no goals or mission in life. Please listen to some advice from a middle-aged man here. I'm telling you guys, if you don't have a plan, you become part of somebody else's plan. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a businessman and work for yourself, but I am saying that you need to build a life where you have something important that you are aiming for. Because if you just aimlessly drift through your life, you will get hijacked by all the shiny objects online. And more importantly, someone else is going to dictate what you should do and what you can't do. In essence, you almost become a slave. On the other hand, if you are in control of your life and have things to aim for, you become the master of your life. And let me ask you this. Which one do you think will give you more confidence? Being a slave or being a master? Well, I don't know about you, but personally, I would choose being a master of my life. Number 4, having a porn addiction. Yeah, nothing, and I mean nothing, destroys your masculine confidence as much as going through life being a slave to online temptations. Now again, I'm not saying there are no men out there who can get away with watching some adult sites here and there, but if you develop a real addiction to it, oh man, you can say goodbye to your confidence in so many ways. It numbs out your dopamine system. Nothing hammers your dopamine receptors like fapping to all kinds of degenerate porn. Did you know that they have actually done studies showing how people who have more of those small dopamine receptors are actually much more secure, confident and alpha in social settings? Yes, I will talk more about that in a coming video real soon. And there are a lot more reasons why porn makes you a beta male. I mean, just think about it. You're sitting there, pulling down your curtains so that no one can see you, watching other men do things to babes you're drooling over and feel that you cannot get. And just the fact that you're doing an act that you need to hide also plays a part in this. Jordan Peterson's words comes to mind for me here. He said something along the lines of, I can't think of any guy who, after they're done watching, wipe themselves off with a napkin and go, hey, look at me, aren't I the man? No, that doesn't really happen. It's just a slow but steady spiral downwards into lower and lower self-esteem. And I'm not pointing any fingers here because again I'm speaking from experience because I am a former porn addict myself. So I saw what it did to my confidence when I was struggling with it. And now after 6 years of freedom and coaching others, I've seen the exact same thing in countless men. Now this is really a hidden trap that almost all men walk into, and many men are not even aware of the fact that they are addicted to it. I didn't know myself until I, back in 2012, tried going for 90 days without it. If you're unsure yourself, I challenge you to at least try 60 days without it. Can you do it? If so, that's great. If you can't, that's a big red flag and you need to start looking into something that we call PMO rebooting, which basically means unhooking from adult sites. Number 5. Bad posture. Yeah, I bet many of you didn't see this one coming. And that's exactly why it's a hidden trap, just like the video title says. Because it is true. The way you carry yourself literally signals to your brain and others whether you're strong or weak. If you're walking around with slouched shoulders, avoiding eye contact, often looking down, you walk slightly hunched forward and try to take up as little space as possible, well, all of that will signal to your brain that you are not worthy of being around people. So think about this the next time you leave your house. Imagine that you got an invisible rope tied to the top of your head, gently pulling you upward, straightening your spine. Let your shoulders drop and relax. Keep your chest up slightly and walk with calm determination. And while you do this, calmly look people in the eye every now and then. Do this and notice your confidence start to rise, often on the spot, and walk this way long enough and it becomes part of you. It becomes your natural state of confidence. And speaking of porn addiction, if you need help with that, make sure to grab my free 90-day no PMO advice and tool guide while it's still available for free. You can get it by using the link below. And as a bonus, when you sign up, I'll be sending you emails with tools, tips and encouraging words right into your email inbox, also 100% free of charge. So get that now so you can start leveling up in life. And okay guys, take a look at the video you see on the screen right here if you want to know exactly how porn causes addiction-related brain changes. Yes, these are real physical changes, and by clicking here now you will also learn how to reverse those changes. Consider subscribing for more. I wish you all the best on your journey to become a dopamine-focused warrior.